Welcome to the Gentleman's Guide to Gaming and KULT Divinity Lost, a game that we have not spoken about nearly enough on this channel, and that does a gross disservice to the wondrous powers of Metropolis and the dark powers of Inferno, because this is a game that deserves discussion. It warrants it, and it's a game that I have worked on a fair degree. I have done writing for it before, of course. I have written scenarios that have been published, such as The Summit and It Started and Ended with Screams. I have also ran several games of KULT Divinity Lost for Red Moon role-playing, including those two, as well as The Shunned and more. Tapestry of Suburbia, I think, is the most recent of them. But recently, I was hired to work on the newest book for KULT Divinity Lost, Dark Realms. And, well, not just Dark Realms and other horrors. And I was approached by Petter Nallo, one of the developers for KULT, last year to work on this book, and wrote a slew of Borderlands locations, characters, Metropolis bits and pieces as well, stuff to really enliven your game, give it some colour, some olfactory terror as well. You'll be able to smell the spume on the page. But I know, I dress these things up so nicely. But that isn't the end of it. You see, Petter is a gross and depraved individual. Yep, that's all I have to say. No, there is more. You see, not only is he a gross and depraved individual, he posted a series of photographs on his Facebook not that long ago. And they were all photos by one Peter Lindbergh. And Peter Lindbergh had taken some very stylish black and white shots of Harry Dean Stanton and Mia Jovovich. Here you go. I will post some of them here and around the place. And in his post on Facebook, he said that it just felt like a KULT Divinity Lost scenario waiting to happen. And I responded rather glibly with, "You commission it and I will write it." He asked for a pitch, so I came up with a couple. One very Lynchian in inspiration, one more, I guess, Argento-like. And he went for the Lynchian one. And just like that, we got the ball rolling on the writing of a scenario, Trailer Park Blues, that will see our characters interacting with a blues musician who, by any rights, should be dead by now. His lungs are so clogged up with tar and cancer that the two are imperceptible from each other, who appears to be being kept alive by a strange, dare I say it, not even infernal, not even metropolitan, something else, some other deeply feminine force. This muse that visited him one day. Does he want to be kept alive? Does he know what magics his music now creates? Because he is inspired by her. He cannot help but create music when she is around. Ever since she visited the trailer park, ever since she entered his life, his fingers have been crafting sorcery with his guitar. And of course, people around him are worried. People are terrified, but they are also maddened because the music that is strumming from his guitar, even when the guitar is absent, it seems his fingers can play musical notes out of the air, seem to get into the brains, burrow deep into the cortex of the listener, and drive them to irrational, aggressive acts. The entire trailer park is falling apart. This once solid community of people who would always say, "Oh, we just mind our own business," but were neck deep in the business of each other, is coming apart at the seams. Havoc is not too far away, and all the while the muse dances through it. Our characters, your player characters, will of course be residents of the trailer park, but also from elsewhere. You will be able to create your characters for the scenario, while there will be guidelines for it. And I am currently in the process of writing that scenario. It's not completely done yet. We have concepts. I have your first few challenges written down, as well as general arc for where it's going to go. All of this inspired by a collection of black and white photographs. This is one of those wonderful things I think of when KULT Divinity Lost skims across my radar. Whenever it appears, I'm immediately inspired with dark ideas, dark fantasies, dark terrors, things that I can do through storytelling that will horrify and bewitch my players. KULT is a uniquely well-suited game for that. It's a perfect game for twisting the ordinary and turning it horrific, making it get under your skin. Sometimes metaphorically, sometimes quite literally. It will be some kind of creature that is trying to pierce the film at the top of your skin and seep inside until it's wearing you and making you do whatever it wants. This scenario, Trailer Park Blues, is I'm aiming to make it one of the most terrifying, most horrific KULT scenarios I have written so far. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out. So maybe by the end of the campaign on Kickstarter, I will post another video to tell you the whole story arc, but probably not all of it, actually, not all of it, because some of you are going to want to play it, some of you are going to want to run it, and you're not going to want spoilers, are you? But to talk about the journey of creation, we've dealt with the inspiration. Now we will see what happens with the delivery. I'd like to leave you with this. Dark Realms and Other Horrors has already smashed through its funding. It's already trouncing stretch goals. It's marching through them at a rate of knots. It's doing absolutely fantastically. So if you haven't checked it out yet, please consider doing so. If you like your horror on the grisly side, if you like it dripping blood and other bodily fluids, KULT is a very good game to check out. It's an excellent book, and I was very pleased to contribute to it in my own small way. Do keep your eyes on the Borderlands, because strange people and strange events take place within them. And thank you very much for watching.